discipline today, and the first time they've caught the opposition offside.
Committed himself here. There wasn't much cover, but he got the ball, the defender, in the wide position. Oh, volley! And up goes the chip over the goalkeeper, and under the bar, brilliant chip goal. Well, that was a goal that hasn't caught us by surprise.
No, I think we could all see that one coming, and the keeper more than most.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today I am bringing you the first episode of the National Squad Builder FIFA 14. Now I've been doing this series for a long time, I think since FIFA 12. So we're going to kick off the FIFA 14 with Morocco. It's a lot of skillers and there's a lot of 5-star skillers actually. But we're going to start off and talk about the goalkeeper. And it's unbelievably shocking how bad this goalkeeper is. I can't fathom the words how awful this guy is, and it makes me sad even seeing him. He's just horrible, like horrendous player, like the worst goalie you could ever imagine. Double it. That's what he is. But picking up slightly is Beneta or whatever, I think that's how you say his name. The Roma centre back. He's very strong in the air. That's what I would say. He's got good enough pace, good enough defending stats. But I think just the overall defence and a lack of a good goalkeeper sort of takes away his ability to control the defence. And that's going to be the sort of theme of the next two centre backs there. And this guy was very, very good last year. Him and I think my Moroccan side had done a 4-2-2 or something like that, and they two are a very, very solid partnership, and again they are, but of course we're playing free at the back now, just to fit in like Taarabt, etc. So that opens up the space for this guy, and his pace just isn't that great. And his overall positioning, sometimes you can get away with the pace if the positioning's good, but sadly this guy just does not have the right stats, and that really you will concede a lot of goals. I'll talk about that probably later when I do like the overall, like my overall verdict. I'll speak a wee bit more about that, but overall that player isn't that great. I wouldn't really recommend him. But the right midfield is where things start picking up and start getting a lot more fun with this squad. This guy, very underrated actually. I've picked him up for I think 1.2, 1.3k, and he's very good. He helps back defence as well, but he's good at going forward. He's got good pace, got lovely passing ability. But moving on to the left mid, you're all going to know who this is, and that's going to be Taarabt, and he's just amazing at skilling. Oh, he's just so unbelievable. His positional stats aren't that great because he has low defensive work rate and low attacking work rate. So sometimes he can miss the play, but just a lot in real life. When he's hot, and when he's not, he's kind of shit. But as you can see here, arrives just perfectly at the right time. Just starts running there. You can see him just in the bottom of your screen. Takes one touch, that ball just glues to his feet, and that gives me the chance to do it. I didn't score too many goals, but this is what I'm talking about. This squad, it's really, really fun for skill moves, and Taarabt's probably the best at skill moves. I completely kill that guy there. Nothing really happens from this except from the guy gets a set red card, but I'm just showing you how good his actual skill moves are and how quickly he can beat people. And that's definitely going to be his star stat. He didn't chip in with a lot of goals, but the goals will come with this squad. And moving on to the next player was someone I was actually very, very happy with. I didn't expect too much from him. But he just controlled everything in my midfield. Everything went through this guy. See, he's played 6 games there, 3 goals and 2 games. I've ended up playing 10 games, my usual, with the National Squad Builder, and I think he only scored 1 more, but he was sort of the boss of the midfield. He created everything, and this guy, his long shot is just ridiculous. I've been looking around to see if anyone's talking about this guy, but no one is. Like, it's not even Foothead or no other YouTubers talking about him, talking about how good this guy's long shot. He's probably got the best long shot I've used so far in FIFA 14. It's just ridiculous how I'm actually getting beat there. You lose a lot of games with this squad, but I'll talk about that later. As you can see here, I have got the ball here, and you're probably thinking, why am I running the opposite way? But I'm looking for him. I'm waiting to see where he is, just to give it to him, and that's what he can do every time. He's the most consistent long shot I have ever used in FIFA 14. So if you're looking, I think he's in the Russian league, I think. No, I think that's maybe even the Portuguese league. Whatever it is, try him out. He's absolutely sensational at long shots. Moving to the left wing is Asaide or something like that. I cannot say his name. Yeah, I butcher names. That's what I do. But anyway, I do some lovely work here. Chip, chip, chip. And a lovely first time volley. I think that was his only goal he scored. And I actually done that celebration because the guy I was playing was a pretty sound guy. And he was a big Liverpool fan. He had like the whole Liverpool team. So I thought Asaide wouldn't really celebrate against Liverpool. So that's just what I've done. But as you can see there, it does arrive at a good time. Got good 5-star skillers as well. Good ball control, etc. Moving on to the next player. He's by far the best player in the squad. Holy crap, this guy is so good. He was brilliant last year. I think he played for in the Russian league, but he scored so many goals. He finished off 10 games. Let me just check. I've got a route down here. 19 goals. That's pretty good for a right wing. It's nothing special, but it's maybe not as good as like previous squads and etc. like that. But this squad is really, really hard to play with because the defense is ridiculously awful and the goalkeeper just doesn't save anything. So to even get a win. Like, I think I actually won this game like 4-2 or something like that. So that was like one of my only wins with this squad. It was really hard. But he was always the star man. Whenever I won a game, there he goes, turning Philippe Luis and Thiago Silva on their ass and just finishes perfectly. Whenever I did win with this squad, it was because of this guy. Like the centre mid, I was talked about earlier, and his long shots etc. is good. But if this guy was on form, I had a chance of winning a game, which was pretty rare to be honest with the squad. I played 10 games, only won 4. Which is very disappointing. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think I've ever went negative before. But I had a lot of fun with it. As you see, they're just terrorising defences with this player. But the defence is just so awful, lads. I give a little suggestion at the end. I'll maybe talk about that later on, what you can do to sort of beef up the squad. If you like the attacking players like I did, the midfield players, you can go ahead and use them. But here's just showing you his strength as well, because I think this was against the Liverpool guy. And I think that's Jose Enrique, and he's very, very strong left back. He's very quick, but he holds him off and just finishes perfectly. But that's enough highlights of this guy. Definitely highly recommend him as the best player in the squad. Moving to the next player, I did try and get the inform Moroccan striker, but he's at price locked at 185k, and there's no way I'm spending that. Talk about this guy quickly for a second. Now, I didn't have too much to say. He was more of he assisted more, to be honest. But when he did let rip, he did have an absolute rocket of a shot. And of course, there's Pizzini. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit why the squad doesn't work at all. The defence is just really, really bad positioning. Like the two silver centre defensive mids have not got good defensive position stats. Beneta does, and sometimes he can get there, but if he isn't in there in the right time, you're just going to concede. I would need to play 110%. Defensively, and hope that the person I'm playing is playing like 50% of offensively, if that makes sense. Like, he's going to be playing bad and I've got to be playing amazing to try and win with this squad. So that's where it really does let it down. If this are a good defense, if this are a strong defense, this would be definitely a 10 out of 10, because I love the midfield, I love the strikers, but the defense and the goalkeeper just kills this squad dead. Maybe you can go ahead and, if you're wanting, like, if you like the defensive players, you like what I'm talking about with like the skills, etc. Go ahead and just pick up a couple of Serie A centre backs and buy a goalkeeper like the Lazio goalkeeper or something like that if you can't afford Buffon. Go ahead and do that. That's a pretty strong way to beef up the defence, and you'll have a lot of fun with that squad if you do that. I'd probably rate it about 9 or 10 if you're going to do that with the strong defence. But if you're just going to play this exact squad, the National Squad Builder review is 5 out of 10, lads. And as always, I've been CJ Novo92. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.